My people, how on a day, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you listen to the sound of my voice. Fellow Biafrans, I'll be brief with this one because I don't have time to be discussing, the fake news coming from the Zoom media. So today I will address, or I will put mouth within my sister talk here, Our sister, she's speaking about Simon Ekpa. And also, she's also tried to debunk the news, but I will help her to debunk that fake news. Say Finland won't bring Simon Ekpa come to Nigeria. A shithole country. That will be the last thing that will ever happen in this world. The last event that will ever happen in this world is for Finland to carry a Finnish citizen that has a child, a family in Finland, and extradite that man to Nigeria. That will be the last thing to happen in this world. The last event. In fact, it will happen after the world has come to an end. So today, make I speak to my sister. She try her best, but I will try to educate her and put mouth for what she talk. If you're not ready, let's go there. Watch this.
This evening news. This evening
news.
This evening news.
One more time.
This evening news. Carry am talk saying Simon Ekpa, the self-acclaimed Prime Minister of Nigerian people or Nigerian Biafra people living.
Hold on, first of all, he's not the self-acclaimed. My sister, precious Biko, I beg you. If you want to describe somebody, make you use the correct way when their own people they describe them. Now, beg I beg you now. Don't call him this self-acclaimed or whatever. Now, insult. Don't do that. You can say, Simon Ekpa, the one that Biafrans voted for, and they called him, they declared him as their prime minister. You can use that word, dear prime minister, but don't go with the narrative of the Zoom media, because we want to understand where you stand. I need to understand, overstand, and understand where you stand. Because when you talk like, say, you are for us, but now they put mouth, say, they self-acclaimed. It means, say, Naim talk, say, I am prime minister. That's the problem. So right from the gate, I don't checkmate you. Be careful, I beg, next time. No, if you want to talk about Simon Ekpa, no problem, but please, talk and make it get sense. Continue.
Say court for inside Finland don't approve, say make them extradite and come back to Nigeria. And here we won't tell you the truth of the matter, because here we need to do whether we want views or not, or we need to do clickbait, we need to do sensationalism. We tell you the fact and the truth of the news. Now, yes, we hear the news today, say a Finnish court don't approve the extradition of Simon Ekpa to Nigeria. Now, the Paijat Hame District Court for inside Lati, now they say a rule in favor of the extradition of Simon Ekpa, and say the ruling happened for inside April, I think April 18th, 2025, saying that when this ruling happened. And the process where they don't schedule to use bring Simon Ekpa back, saying that from the 15th of July, 2025. But waiting be the truth and lie about this case. Now, true, say courts don't rule true, because most people don't they carry this rumor they go. However, Tori people waka go ask questions to Simon Ekpa lawyer. Remember, say court we don't set dates where be said to go use tax in trial for terrorism act for inside.
Hold on first of all, I want everybody to understand. Say the case of Simon Ekpa right now is not about extradition or whatever. No, the case he is going through is not Nigeria putting in an extradition application. No, what he is going through is say allegation upon him. Say him they carry out terrorism for Nigeria through his online activities. So from the gate, the common sense be say, for the fact say Nigeria not put any extradition application for the head of Simon Ekpa, how come all of a sudden now they talk say court don't say they don't make law to bring and come back to Nigeria in the month of June? That doesn't make sense. If court don't agree, they're not going to waste time. That same night, then they go put on for plane, bring and come back. Why wait till June? We are in April. Why wait till June now? You see, my sister, Nigeria na 419 country. Now, what will they tell them? They say Nigeria na 419 country. Na criminal them be. Everybody for Nigeria, when they support that country, they be 419. They are all criminals. That's the problem. Extradition case is not going on as we speak. What in Nigeria get for Simon Ekpa be say them bring false accusations, allegations saying a terrorist. That is why Finland they hold them incommunicado. It gets one law for Finland when they talk say if they claim say person they carry out terrorist activities, then Finland will hold a person for 2 weeks, and every 2 weeks then go they review the case. Now the 419 when Nigeria come with that, then bring that 419 with the Finland say make them discuss man to man, a way to keep Simon Ekpa away. And the only way when they feed one, now this law, this gray area for the law, when talk say if anybody for Finland they suspected of terrorism, Finland government fit to hold them for 2 weeks. Then after the 2 weeks, then go they review. But the maximum time when they get to review now 7 months. So make we count them now. Make we count them because the 15th, when did that place? I go tell them how it come. On the 18th of November, now we hear say, then call Simon Ekpa for question. And when they go for the question now, they go tell and say, then go have to remand them for that place. Because they don't get some evidence when come from Nigeria. So they want to investigate. For that reason, then go hold them. So count with me now. I beg, count with me. From November 18th to December 18th, now 1 month. December 18th to January 18th, now 2 months. February 18th, 3 months. March 18th, 4 months. April 18th, 5 months. May 18th, 6 months. June 18th, 7 months. But when you can't work out the days, the working days, from the 15th, the week when you fall to make them exactly 7 months, you go can't look them backwards. So if you check the day when be 18th for November, if you check them well, the way to complete the 15 months will come be either the 17th of June, the 16th of June, or the 15th of June. Now, so this is the work, my sister. So I beg, no allow Nigeria and their poverty 419 brain. Those when we say that they pray to God to get a visa to go obodo yibo, no allow those people to lie for una. It dey pain me. I won't speak to you because you are my sister. Woman to woman, man to man, we go discuss. Pigeon to pigeon, we go discuss. But please, next time, if they address Simon Ekpa, make you no call himself acclaimed though. I beg. That one pain me. He pain me. When you want to address him, you call him by his name. The Prime Minister of Biafra. Continue. Very, very sad. Very, very sad. Very, very sad. But continue. Continue now.
How come they can't agree all of a sudden to extradite him? Now, waiting make Tori Waka enter inside the lawyer place. We go reach out. They reach out to the lawyer to ask the lawyer where he be saying in a Kerala Gomeros on to say, okay, how far for this new extradition act so it be say they say happen now. But before we tell you what's in the lawyer talk, you remember so we get to know a lot of things concerning to extradite person. How easy that one day? Because normally no sovereign nation for inside this world like this or they under any obligation to surrender a criminal, to another nation because of every sovereign nation gets legal authority over people where be say
now you're talking.
They live within their borders. So if they live within person border, you commit crime within the person border, then get the right to talk, say they won't try you and judge you according to their law.
Not only that, Simon Ekpa is a citizen of Finland. Put that in your head. The moment somebody don't become citizen of a country, they no fit send them back. And again, him get picking for that country. Finland no fit try him now. If they try him, na big case so. They no fit try him. So I beg with the beg una for that place when they for that una when the Nigeria now with the beg una beg. No, they allow the virus of Nigerian politics or their media to the affect una. When una want do program, make una think well. Say Simon Ekpa na evidence all this while. Na evidence when Nigeria they bring come. Those from Southeast. Now they bring the evidence, fake evidence against Simon Ekpa. Then suddenly, when I media they talk say, oh, they fixed the date to extradite him back to Nigeria on the 15th of June. It no make sense. It no make sense. Although I hear say they want to make the Yoruba nation them fear. Those we want to do their protest for Nigeria, the Yoruba nation, I hear say Nigeria maybe they want use 419 to make them panic because they know say if they shake them small, say them fit to fear run away. But with the Biafrans, they no fit to shake us because we know say Simon Ekpa has no case to answer. All what them do now, it is called a delay tactics. Because Nigeria being a 419 country, they can't exploit that gray area for the law of Finland. When talk say, if anybody is suspected of being a terrorist or carrying out any terroristic act, then go have to investigate that person. And for 2 weeks, then get the power to hold that person. Normally, you only have 2 days, 48 hours to hold somebody in the Western world. And if you don't have your evidence against them, you set them free. Maximum 2 days, 48 hours. But the gray area for the law for Finland, then talk say, if them suspect you to be a terrorist, then they fit to hold you for 2 weeks. And before the end of the 2 weeks, then go review your case. If they be say some more evidence they come, then go they review non-stop. Then go they review. But they have a maximum time of 7 months. And I've taken my time to follow you calculate them. Say from the 18th of November to the 15th of June. Now 7 months. And perhaps this may be the best time for me to come out and start doing my ultimate analysis. Unfortunately, I don't have time. That's my problem. My schedule is very, very busy because I won't come out, prove to the whole world, say, before the end of June, we go see Simon Ekpa come back to us, doing what he's doing before. But unfortunately, I don't have the time. Time is precious. As they say, time na money. But let's continue.
Meet crime for inside within their borders, right? And this be the reason why we say before extradition they happen, they go make sure say the two countries then when they involve for the extradition must get extradition treaty or extradition treaty, as if they call it. They must get extradition agreement between them to say, oh, we get agreement to a person commit crime or on a place, and the crime affect our own country people who we're not gonna bring and come back here, make you come face the crime we be say he commit. That's natural. Also, the nation where they request for the extradition must get proof. Say the person will be say the arrest or the arrested suspect being commit the crime for their territory. That is that crime they committed for inside their territory.
Now you're talking.
And or say the crime affect the people where they live within their territory.
Now you're talking.
Do you understand? That is, if they say make them bring someone apart from Finland now. Now Nigeria must show say this crime we commit. Now people of Nigeria now be say it affects the crime we be say they say it affects.
Hold on, sir. Hold on there. Good point. A very good point. But also make I ask you now, just talk through. Which Oyibo country you think say go send their citizen to an African country? Think I'm again with me. Which Oyibo country for this world you think say go take their citizen and give them to an African country? It's not done. The same way for Obodo Oyibo. I never see where an Oyibo child is being fostered by an African child. But I don't see where Oyibo they foster African kids. But I never see where they give Oyibo Pekin to black people to become their foster parents. Think about that. Why is that? Think about it when I just talk now. You will never see where they carry Oyibo Pekin, give black people, give black woman or man to foster them, to adopt them as their Pekin. You will never see it. But the other vice versa is the case, where black kids are given to Oyibo. to do whatever they want to do with them. So make you know everything for your life. The moment a black man for Europe don't become citizen, there will never be a way when they go send that person to Africa, to a government in Africa. They will never do it. That man will be tried by the law of that country in Europe. Unless say the person no get document and a different thing, then go deport and say na illegal migrant or if in thief. Some countries now, if you thief, then go scatter your document and send them back. But that's when you commit the case or that crime for that country. But for an African country to come the talk say, bring this man come to us, my sister, it's not possible. I'm taking my time to explain this to you because you are somebody I respect. I like your show well. So I take my time to explain to you. Let's continue.
Maybe the act of terrorism where they say he commit, say he affects people of Nigeria. Now, make we also understand, say terrorism is an international crime. And according to the Rome Statutes, all countries will be signatories to this status must cooperate for inside the arrest of a terrorist suspect, including as it gets to do with punishment and prevention of terrorism. And this is the case we say Nigeria and Finland get, because both Nigeria and Finland, both of them, they be signatory to that Rome Status. So remember, say Nigeria never get bilateral agreement with Finland in terms of agreement in terms of repatriation treaty with Finland.
Okay.
No. They no get extradition treaty with Finland. From all indications, Nigeria and Finland no get that kind of agreement. They don't get that bilateral agreement or bilateral treaty or extradition treaty where they go fit extradite people come from their country. So how possible it can they say all of a sudden now they don't come make law, we come make them agree, say they go bring back Simon Ekpa? Because this is not just to follow news according to the excitement of the news. Now to look at the core of the news. The person say in don't commit. When I say the person don't commit the crime, when don't commit, Nigerian government don't even go as far as seizing in your accounts, blocking your accounts and all that. But apart from all of those,
hold on there, said my sister. Do you think, say, somebody like Simon Ekpa go get bank account for Nigeria? Think I'm safe now. Forget that thing when you do for Nigeria. Use your common sense. Think do you think, say, somebody like Simon Ekpa, Nnamdi Kanu, they go get bank account when they keep their money, they save their money, they invest their money for Nigeria? It don't make sense. Because the first thing when Nigeria go do, when they see Simon Ekpa in the year 2021, the way he stood up to support the movement of Nnamdi Kanu, the first thing they will do is to check all their information, their data for Nigeria. They go say, does this man has a bank account? Does he own a house? Does he have businesses in Nigeria? Oh yeah, make we begin to confiscate them. That's what they could do for the beginning. Forget that thing, they lie. Now lie, then they lie, my sister. Even me, when they talk, I will be a fool to open a bank account for Nigeria. For what? We and Nigeria don't go. We don't break away from Nigeria. Forget them. They are telling lies. But continue.
Crimes and waiting be the legality behind extraditing him back to Nigeria. That's not the focus of this conversation. And then we will tell you waiting the lawyer don't talk in terms of confirming whether truly they don't extradite him back or not. Now, going to the matter, some lawyers then at the time when they said they arrest Simon Ekpa for inside Finland, they don't even sit down for inside the right television, argue this matter well, pointing out different facts. And one, this extradition treaty we know between Finland and Nigeria. They also point out the fact saying Nigeria never handle human rights cases very well.
Okay.
So remember, say the NSAS protest or the End Bad Governance protest or people just Nigerian government no get good record for the way they
even the kidnapper for Nnamdi Kanu na the icing on the cake. Once the legal team of Simon Ekpa discussed, say, do you know the leader of this man was kidnapped from Kenya? He had a British passport. He went on holiday to Kenya and Nigeria went to kidnap him. And that same country is the country you want to send this man to? A country that does not respect the rule of law? My sister, look, I beg, no wahala yourself. I beg you. I know say you are just doing this video for the sake of doing it. But I say make I try to correct you small. Extradition, whatever, is out of the picture. It's out of the topic. All what they are doing now to slow Simon Ekpa down with the hope, say we will come fear, come run away. Because Nigeria, they follow that old school of thought, say, you know, if you chop off the head of the dragon, the whole body go run away. No. That's the biggest mistake they are making. Today, now woman, they lead us now in the absence of Simon Ekpa. Today, now woman, oh yeah, make Nigeria wrong go you and say, oh, this woman, Dr. Ngozi Oraweze, she's killing people, she's a terrorist. Even the world would laugh. That's who called Nigeria. Say, oh, so now woman, una they blame now. And we thank God say our woman can't get sense well. Dr. Ngozi Oraweze get sense well. If they follow Nigeria, bumper to bumper, they give them the water, but she they use the right words. The right words when they use. When we they do fundraising, she they say, oh, this fundraising, now for humanitarian, mission. So Nigeria no get leg to stand. But for Simon Ekpa case, they use psychology. Lie say the money where we they raise now for terrorism. Isiam. So Finland just had to hold Simon Ekpa for the sake of holding him. But now, Dr. Ngozi Oraweze, because she don't learn from the mistakes, the actions and inactions of Nigeria and Simon Ekpa. So now, when we do our fundraising, we talk on life, say, now for humanitarian act. But those when hate us, those when the governors they sent to sabotage us, then they vex, say we they use the word humanitarian. Then talk say, no. Make we talk say the money where we they raise, now for men on ground. Make we talk say the money where we they raise, not to buy the granite, not to buy the flashlight, not to buy the, that's what they want us to say. They want us to make mistake so that when we talk this way, when we talk carelessly, they will come take and go make case for America. And before you know it, they will not have to call Dr. Ngozi Oraweze for questioning. We don't learn from their mistake. We don't learn from that mistake when we do before. Going forward, we shall use coded words, and those we want to understand, make them understand. But the enemies go lie, say, oh, see them, they say they are doing fundraising for humanitarian purposes. Leave them. Let the naysayers be the naysayers. My sister, we don't pass that stage. But continue.
Handle human rights cases. How did they use protect people human rights cases? So you think, say Finland, understanding, say Nigerian government, especially under this administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they handle human rights cases where they say go to your house, talk now, they go come arrest you for talking. Where they say like within your rights as in a democratic government to criticize government. You criticize government, they go come arrest you. So Nigeria, they do well as it gets to do with protection of human rights of the people. And if they never do well, for person where don't they like someone, probably be say, be like say be Finland, he did for Finland army before, that person will be say be politician for inside Finland. You think say the Finnish authority, knowing all of this about Nigeria, their poor human rights for Nigeria, they go come carry someone and come give Nigeria.
It don't make sense now. Make yourself think it don't make sense, my sister. It don't make sense. That's why we talk the way we talk for Western world. Because for the Western world, they know say Nigeria is a failed country, it's a failed state. They don't even put a deadline, say in the year 2030, Nigeria go explode or implode. Anyway, it go dissolve, it go break up. Oyibo don't look at Nigeria, say this is a failed country. The only luck we then get, be say they get oil when they keep the economy afloat. They are stealing the money, but because the oil na natural resources, so that only oil they keep the economy afloat. But the way things they go, after all said and done, in the ultimate analysis, in the year 2030, Nigeria will be no more. But we the Biafrans, we no one wait until the year 2030. It makes no sense. Only a fool go see fire on the mountain and they go see the wait, say that they cook their rice, then they cook their pot of beans, then they cook yam and stew, then they cook their amala, and they will do before the fire come down. That's madness. You leave town, and that's what we've done. We have now redeclared our country. And by God's grace, we go implement that country before that zoo break up before their eyes. We could watch them. We could laugh them. We could say Nigeria don't fall for ground. Make we match them. But for we don't leave Nigeria. I don't know about you, but for we the Biafrans, we don't leave Nigeria. Forget Nigeria. Simon Ekpa has no case to answer, my sister. Forget those idiots. You're wasting their time. But continue.
Seeing how they use handle Nnamdi Kanu case, then seeing how it be said that they use free Boko Haram people them, we don't truly kill people. You think, say, Finland go release Simon Ekpa to them. Watch this brief interview for Inside Arise and the argument will ensue. Then we'll come back and tell you what's in the lawyer talk.
And in this case, Nigeria is a signatory to the Rome Statute, and Finland is also a signatory to the Rome Statute. How to become a traitor? In this case, Nigeria is a signatory to the Rome Statute, and Finland is also a signatory to the Rome Statute. So, under that, he can be tried in Nigeria. He can also be tried even in Finland. Now, the question becomes, should he be extradited? Do we have a because for you to extradite, usually there should be a bilateral agreement. And from all indication, Nigeria do not have a bilateral agreement with Finland. However, since it's an international crime, he can still be extradited to Nigeria based on international conventions and international...
You're a fool and a madman. Idiots. You're talking trash. You think, say somebody who is a citizen of the Western world will be extradited and sent to a shithole country like Nigeria, a criminal enterprise like Nigeria. It's like you people don't know how they see Nigeria. I swear to God, you guys don't understand how the world they perceive you guys. I think that's the problem. You guys, you are caught in your own bubble. You they feel yourself. You think Nigeria is still respected as a nation when it comes to the League of Nations. Even where I they work every day, when they discuss about the criminality of Nigeria, I they shame for una. I they shame for una. All una 419 games, all una loopholes, the same thing. The other day we were discussing a case about two Nigerian brothers. One is based in USA, one they based for Nigeria. They are doing 419. The kingpin, when they based for Nigeria, the FBI can't try their best to catch him. When they catch him, now they told Nigerian police and army to lock him up. In brother went there for USA, he got 12 years in jail. But the kingpin went there for that zoo called Nigeria. He was on bail. America can shout, say, oh, what a contraption. This can only happen in Nigeria. I was just laughing. I said, guys, well, you know, a man once said in Nigeria, elephant can fly. They were laughing. They don't know, say, I they quote Simon Ekpa, because that's the quote of Simon Ekpa. He always say, in Nigeria, elephants can fly. A kingpin of 419 and him brother, him send him brother go USA, so they go to transact the money, but the main man, the main kingpin, then trace him, say in there for Nigeria, then catch him, give police all the information. In brother went just there for USA. When they help him, they do small thing. That one get 12 years. But the kingpin was on bail. Police can't shout. American FBI then shout. Say, what is going on there? In my response, I said, in Nigeria, elephants can fly. They were laughing. Those who came up with the case, they were laughing. In the briefing, they were laughing. I just said, my God. Even for the slide, when they were showing the slides, even though I'm not a Nigerian anymore, but shame they catch me to see the way that they show the slide of the fraud happening. How police get involved, lawyers get involved. Army man gets involved. A 419 in the cruise, they put army man for the front of the car. And the FBI spies, they were there, videoing them. They said, how can a criminal have military escorts? I go laugh, say in Nigeria, elephants can fly. Now, people, I will leave it here. I don't have time You see, this is the problem. Nigeria, they are still backward. Those that believe in Nigeria, they are still backward. They are very, very shallow-minded. They are myopic. Even when there are things they see, I believe they suffer from myopia. Oyibo. Their visions are blurred. They are backward. They live in a poverty-stricken environment, so their thinking faculty is low. That's why everything they do, they pray to God, they beg God, they call on Jesus. They won't get visa to America, they go to Jesus, they beg Jesus, they pray to their pastor, they do fasting. They put Holy Ghost fire and water on the passports. They want to marry, they pray to Jesus. They want born begin, they call on Jesus. Oh my God, have mercy. Poverty is bad. That's why the Zoom media can come and tell them lies like this. And they think that a Western country, a developed country that respects the rule of law, will take their citizen and give to Nigeria. A shithole country, a third world country. Nigeria, una shame, they shame me. You guys should disgust me. Simon will be here with us very, very soon. In the month of June, he will be here. And those that claim that it is done, signed and sealed, that Simon Ekpa will be extradited to Nigeria, those that say those things, they should bury their head in shame when Simon Ekpa is here with us. But I know say for una, shame not the una body again. Those in that zoo, the media in the zoo, the government in the zoo, shame not the una body again. I rest my case. For those that have ears, let them hear. For those that have ears, let them hear.
Yeah, check me out. Superstars Media. Lord Logan, Bloomington, Lord Logan, and it's wild Flora show. 1914 amalgamation is what we dying for. 3 nations to 1 nation. Ever since annihilation, nepotism is nonsense. You and you, clap your hands. Biafra gonna come, clap your hands. Biafra, Odudua, we're free now. Freedom is gonna come, we're free now. Yeah.